Can they hear me? Can they hear me? Well, the hockey games, do they have jarring in that? Looks like it. Figuring out which cards I want to put out there. Honestly, I think it has to be these three for the first fellas. And then for the other guys, that's a hard one too. Oh, they're shooting. I'm a little late, everybody, but I'm here. Penguins score! All right, we got goals, and I'm barely live. Jarvie. Oh, Aho action. All right. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. First goal just happened. Penguins scored. First goal in the first 3 minutes. Drinking Gatorade to keep me going. It's been a fun weekend. I unmuted myself. I'm live. We taking it live tonight. It's Sunday night. Sunday night, and you are here with me tonight. We are watching some hockey, some Sunday night hockey score. It's 2-0 the Pittsburgh Penguins. 5 minutes into the game, we take it to live, and the Pittsburgh Penguins continue to score. It looks like Bart Bunting. Bart Bunting, even though I know it's not his actual real name, it's an inside joke with my brother. Bart Bunting. Oh, Carlson. Beautiful, beautiful Dougie around the defense. And oh, who was that got addressed? Martin absolutely dug it around, sends it around. Beautiful shot, Bart Bunting. Hurricanes down 2-0 in the first 5 minutes. That is not good if you're a Hurricanes fan. And if you're weak Haken, you got to figure out the hockey card situation tonight. Pittsburgh Penguins, Carolina Hurricanes. Wow, 5 minutes into the game. I did not think the Penguins were going to be up 2-0. The Penguins have been having a really awkward season. They're not expected to do very well, but yet they're expected to do very well. It's very difficult when you have an aging generational talent on your team. Well, aging generational talents, or at least a very one of the most productive cores in sports history, like sports history, not just hockey, all around in sports. And so it's a very sensitive matter when it comes to breaking up that core or disassembling it or not trying to be productive with that core. I mean, eventually you kind of just have to say, you guys can't skate, you can't. Steven's back. Welcome back, Steven. Nice to see you, man. We're wearing the Penguins jersey and we got the Penguins cap today. We're wearing Chris Letang. Bang. Chris Letang. Look at that beauty. Chris Letang. There he is, Chris Letang. That's whose jersey I'm rocking today. That's who I'm wearing. We got to make sure that these guys are a little bit more in the right spots, shall I say. And I'm knocking everything over. Oops. Oops. We got to get Mr. Sidney Crosby, the captain of the Penguins. He's got to get in that frame a lot better. The sleeve that he's in a protective sleeve so that his elegant shine can be maintained over the years. I think it's making him look a little too glossy, a little too soapy. I want everyone to see the little face of the penguin, though. I feel like I'm moving miniatures around a board, I swear to goodness. As the game rages on over here, I'm way more concerned. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And then we got our awesome, awesome, awesome ice. You know, what? Maybe the ice will go on the other side. We'll have the long Jarvie go right here. Long Jarvie. And then we'll have oh dude, credentials is such a oh, spying sports cards is very entertaining. The foil techniques are addicting is an understatement. Now that looks like a fun backdrop for a hockey game. We can get a little bit more locked in. Did you get a new jersey? You do not recall that one. Looks good though. This is actually it's one of my older jerseys. I've had this jersey for a while. My mother and my stepfather got this jersey for me for Christmas about 2018 or so. Really like this jersey. It's one of my favorite jerseys that I have. It fits me and it's of a player that is a Penguins legend. He's going to the NHL Hall of Fame. He'll be in the Penguins Hall of Fame. He's a remarkable player, so I'm really glad that I have this jersey of Chris Letang. And not do I only have the cap, I got the little pin to go with it. You, if you can see the little pin up there. Yeah, I think that addition's a little neat. I admit it. I admit it. Now I wanna talk some stats. I like talking hockey stats, and it's also an excuse for me to look at my hockey fantasy. Man, I tell you, drinking these little all-star Gatorades or sports drinks, I don't know, brain placement, you know what I'm saying? When you drink that type of stuff, it's really interesting. Like it's so refreshing that it makes me just want to feel like an 8-year-old coming off the soccer field. Give me some cold Gatorade and some apple slices and some fruit snacks, and I'll be a very happy guy. Penguins are attacking though pretty aggressively. I don't know how you're gonna bounce back if you're the Hurricanes. The Penguins, if there's anything the Penguins are good at though, it's giving up leads. It's giving up leads and especially 3-0 leads. Those are their favorite to just completely give up on. Like, you know what? Nah. We didn't really want to play. We didn't really want to win this game. But the Hurricanes, they're probably a better team than the Penguins. but they don't always play like it. And that's the hard thing about the Hurricanes is the Hurricanes have been this team that you're just like, oh, when are you gonna take that next jump? And they just never do. Oops. I'm getting the other hockey game set up right now. The Hurricanes. The Islanders Bruins game. I won't necessarily be casting that game as far as like actively following it as much. Ooh, that was a lot of skin. My girlfriend will not like that. She's gonna scream. She's gonna scream. All right, now I gotta look back at the teams though. I hear noises going on. I got multiple phones looking at multiple stats over here. So what I'm looking at right now, we're looking at the NHL app. Everybody, we're gonna pull up some of the team stats. We're gonna pull up the Penguins first because I think it's actually no. We're gonna go league. Let's go league standings right now. So standings, league. The Penguins are in 21st place. So the Penguins have had a really up down season so far. They started off just getting absolutely blasted. They were barely winning at all in their first few games. Then they just, out of nowhere, they just hit a stride. And they went on a pretty decent, like five game winning streak or so. Started to really change the confidence and propulsion of the team. And it really felt like something was building, something was growing with the team. And now they started losing a few. It's like kind of like lose two, win one, lose two, win one, win two, lose three. So it's just this weird up and down battle where you don't, or it's just so hard to feel progress. And when you look at the Hurricanes, where are you? They're 12th. So they're about 10 spaces ahead of you. Just about 10 spaces ahead of you, the Hurricanes are. So the Hurricanes, they're a lot better conditioned. They're a lot younger of a team. They have a lot more skip to their skate. They're going to be able to get to pucks faster. They're getting pucks off their stick faster. It's just a completely different hockey game with the Carolina Hurricanes, and they also play a lot. I would say, ooh, I don't have chapstick. I would say that they play a lot better of a defensive game than the Penguins do as well. The hard part about the Penguins is that they have like a veteran talent, so to say, and it's just not able to compete with a lot of this younger talent. I mean, they can move the puck, but if they lose the puck, they're not getting back to it. And the other thing is that the veteran talent is like a double-edged sword too, is because sometimes they think they can do things like they, so to say, used to, and they're just not fast enough, or their skill, they just can't shoot it hard enough or whatnot. And so their pass that used to be really tricky might now be a lot more obvious, and it might be a lot more, and now that it's obvious it might be able, or excuse me, easier to counter. And when it's easier to counter, you lose the puck, it gives the turnovers, takeaways, and now you start becoming a liability rather than something that's going to actually help your team out. Puck is in the Penguin zone. Hurricanes passing shot, bouncing off Jari. No, it's Nedeljkovic tonight. No Jari beans tonight. Carlson gonna lift it out, and that's kind of like what the Penguins do. Oh, here they go. They got in the zone. They take a shot. It's just gonna go off the boards. Not on goal. Evgeny Malkin gonna send it down to Mr. Bart Bundy. Carlson with the shot. Is that Kochenkov? 34. I don't know if that's Kochenkov. What's Kochenkov? You tell me what number Kochenka is? Nope. I don't know what number the Carolina Hurricanes goalie is. All right, who's going to get the draw? The Penguins and the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes fling it out of the zone. Marcus Pettersson from the Penguins is going to have to try to get that puck back. And the Penguins, though, extremely aggressive. Now, we got some certain players sitting out in front of us. Let's look and examine some of their stats. So, obviously, of course, for the Pittsburgh Penguins, we're going to have their captain. We're going to have the heart and soul of the team. That, of course, is going to be Sidney Crosby. That, of course, is going to be the best player on that team without a thought. Now, look at the chat. Steven, what does the nameplate on the back of the jersey look like? Just want to ask for fun. Thanks for your fun stream as always. I included the word fun there. He didn't put that, but I know it's fun. I'll show you. I'll stand up. Latang! City 8. Chris Latang. A remarkable player. A remarkable player. The Hurricanes are hammering away at the Penguins with Nedeljkovic. Gonna hold on to that hockey puck. No goals. No goals yet. Crosby though holds on to it, and is that Raquel? I just got an unbelievable blast, point blank, right in front of the net. No goal yet though. So again, let's look at some of these players. We're gonna start with Crosby over here. 42 points right now, leading the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's third in goals right now for the Pittsburgh Penguins with 11 goals. Dude, my fingers just bothering the life out of me right now. It's driving me crazy. My girlfriend's gonna rush and put a band-aid on me though. Because she's gonna be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you I don't just doing stuff. I'll blame my own finger and not myself. So Sidney Crosby is 11 goals. He's one of those players that could choose to shoot the puck more and get the goal, get the glory for himself. But he's like, if I can make other people just as dangerous, that means the goalie has to consider, am I going to shoot or are they going to shoot? And that's honestly what makes a playmaker in any sport is when you can make that other player or goalie or the team. It's the power of doubt. When you can make the other team doubt you, consider things that may be less logical or less likely, or just consider the overall likeliness as a more respected stat, that's something that is very difficult. Like for example, for some of these all stars, you have to respect their talent so much that you might have to double team them to neutralize them. Then you're always going to leave an extra player open on the ice, resulting in possible additional or unforced errors, or you just let them set plays up. The Hurricanes with fantastic play, an amazing transition to get a shot and a little bounce, but no goal. Puck's rolling all the way back down to the Hurricane zone, but they are getting bothered by Penguins who are sliding all over them. Nakis will get to the puck as the Penguins player drops his stick. Here they come. Hurricanes with some speed through the neutral zone, but the Penguins get a stick on it, flip it out. Both teams are going to get some changes as we see how the Hurricanes decide to attack. Ooh, he's going to get pinned up against the board and then cough the puck up. Oh, and a shot to the goalie. The Hurricanes hold on. And there's going to be some rough stuff. Honestly, The white pads on the Hurricanes is disgusting. Who thought of that? Why are those pads not black? Anybody? Is he trying to match the jersey number? I don't. Is this guy called up from the AHL? Is he a backup? Somebody in the chat help me know, help me understand, help me discover what's going on with this guy. But I don't know why these pads are hard to look at. It just doesn't match. Mhm. Now, all right. So Crosby, 42 points. He's got 11 goals and 31 assists. So Crosby leading leading his team in assists by 7. This next person right behind him is Malkin with 24 assists. So Crosby just obviously he's the captain of the team. He's the player that makes the team work. He's the player that keeps the team so competitive. He's the player that honestly is the reason why the Penguins are competitive. You if there was anybody on the Penguins team that has value, it's Crosby. And even at Crosby's, you could say, age, he's still the most valuable player on the team and is still the player that would get the most in the market. If you were to say that Crosby was about to hit the market, the return would be insanity. And some people would say, oh, it wouldn't be that good. That return would be legitimately insane for Sidney Crosby. And teams, they're like, oh, teams won't give up that much. For Sidney Crosby, teams would give up minimum 2 first-round draft picks for Sidney Crosby on their team. It's like, oh yeah, we'll take a top 3 center in the league. I mean, that's legitimately what it would be like. I'm just waiting for a team like the Islanders to just finally split up. Like, just I I wish there was almost a rebuilding rule in the NHL where teams could get like extra assistance or something while they were considered a rebuilding franchise. I wonder if there was like rules where you could like consider yourself like a competitor, a rebuilder, a retooling, or retooling. Because retooling is when you have what's a team that retooled? I mean, the Penguins have tried to retool. I would say that the Tampa Bay Lightning slightly retooled by getting Brandon Hagel, getting rid of Sergachev, getting rid of Palat, getting rid of some of these other players that have been in the team for all, like adding a Jake Gensel to the team. I think that's retooling. I think the Bruins have tried really hard to retool, but it doesn't work out too well for them. The Hurricanes has been a team that has had a young core that's been decently productive, and they've hit pretty well in their draft picks, and they've done decently on their trades or acquisitions. Penguins with a shot that's going to get blocked. It's still in the Hurricane zone. The Penguins have just been brutally attacking the Hurricanes all period, even though it feels like the Hurricanes have gotten a decent amount of attacks. Hurricanes have 6 shots on goal, no goals to attest for. Oh my gosh, is it Crosby? No, it's Brian Rust who has no gas left in the tank. Malkin comes out, but he must have. Did he get a penalty? No, no. What's going on? I thought the ref was blowing the whistle. Malkin's just gonna send it along. Penguins attacking from all sides right now. The Hurricanes discombobulated. They're just trying to get the puck out. Penguins right now, they're just absolutely scattered all over the Hurricanes right now, attacking them. Hurricanes send it back to the Penguins zone. They're going to try to regroup. Penguins, Hurricanes. Right now, 2 Penguins, 0 Hurricanes. 5 shots just for the Pittsburgh Penguins and 2 goals. Those are some insane stats right there. Now let's look at the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina. Oh no, we're gonna still stay with the Pittsburgh Penguins because I wanted to talk about the other players that I have in front of me. So obviously, like we were talking about, Crosby has the best stats in the team, being that he is the captain. Let's go over to some of the other players on the team, like Brian Rust, who I have right over there in the middle. Brian Rust has 28 points on the team, 15 goals, which he is set in second place for goals. And then he is going to have 13 assists. So Brian Rust, extremely productive player for the Penguins. He's drafted by the Penguins. He's one of their younger guns. He is an aging player. He's known for his speed. He's got a pretty decent shot. And the thing about Rust versus Gensel is that Rust wasn't known as Crosby's right hand man, and Crosby's right hand man, also known as the guy that's also getting fed the puck from Crosby's amazing playmaking, means that he's not going to have access to just S tier setups his entire career. So Brian Rust, unfortunately, didn't get his stats weren't as bad as they could have been. Jake Ensel really took that priority for a long time, and now they're using Brian Rust. So Brian Rust didn't cost him as much as Gensel because Gensel obviously got the practice. He got to play on that line. He got to get that practice in. So he got those stats, right? He got those goals. Whereas Rust, he's playing on different lines. He's still getting good stats, fantastic stats, but just not stats that are putting him putting him on front. Oh, he cross checked him, and then they're calling him for a cross check. All right, unnecessary power play the Penguins give up. This is a hockey rage play. Cool. Gotta love cross checking. So Brian Rusty's another great player. Now let's go over to Ricard Raquel. He's in the middle between Rust and Crosby. Ricard Raquel is second on the team for points, tied with Evgeny Malkin for 32 points. Ricard Raquel has 18 goals, then first on the team. He also is going to have 14 points, fifth on the team. So a lot more production on the goal side, but still, of course, shows up a little bit there for the point side. Steven is happy that I showed him the jersey. You are very, very welcome, Steven. It's always a pleasure having you here in the chat, having you here at the stream, watching hockey, talking hockey. Of course, appreciating all aspects of sports fandom. Of course, the overall logo and the overall authenticity, the overall aesthetic, the creativity of the jersey, of the colors is very, very important. I definitely agree with that. Definitely would agree with that. I feel like my camera's like really far up though. Like I kind of want to point it down a little bit, but who knows? Who knows? All right. Lock back in the game. Hurricanes power play, passing around, wheel shot, block, Nedeljkovic. So the Penguins, they got a lot of guys that are kind of a, a few core guys right now that are getting a lot of the points right now for them. If they get neutralized, the really feels it really feels like the Penguins don't produce if those guys don't get on the board. Now let's look at the Hurricanes. We have Seth Jarvis. He is our horizontal. Oh, We almost got a shot in front by the Hurricanes. We got less than a minute to go in the period. Brett Burns gets the puck deep. Here we go. Hurricanes, one last spot. We're gonna just cast the rest of this game right now. Shot. Where's the puck at? Nedeljkovic scrambles. The Hurricanes obtain the puck at the blue line. I know my lips are a little dry right now. Maintaining the puck. Teravainen shoots it around. It's not Teuvo Teravainen. He's not even on the team no more. That's Burns. It is Burns. He just don't look like Burns. And how does it not look like Burns? Who else has a big old beard and missing teeth like that? And I'd be like, I do not know. Sometimes they just been moving fast. We had like a late lunch, early supper, I guess. No, it would definitely be a late. It would definitely constitute as a late lunch. We had meatball subs tonight, which was fantastic. We really liked our meatball subs. We might have a late snack like popcorn or something. Ooh, like a toaster strudel. I think that'd be great for this evening. I really like that. Slap shot, Hurricanes. That goes wide, and they scramble it. Another one. Oh, he fakes it. Can't get the second shot off. Can't get the third. Well, gets the third shot. It's gonna go wide. Hurricanes really unable to get a great shot off. Let's Period is over. Let's go over a little bit of the stats. Let's go over the rest of the players. Then we'll go to an intermission before we come back for the second period, everybody. All right. So, Seth Jarvis, 26 points. Jarvis, 9 goals, but he also has 17 assists. So definitely produces more on the assist side. He is a center, so he's going to help make a lot more of those plays, get the puck more available for the other teammates. Sebastian Aho, 40 points. So there are a lot of more explosive players on the Hurricanes you're going to notice. Aho, 12 goals and 28 assists. So you're going to notice that the Hurricanes, they're a little bit more agile, a little bit more youthful. They have a little bit more endurance, a little bit more skip to their skate. Hard to say skip to their skate, skip to their skate, skip to their skate. A little bit more skip to their skate. So they're going to be a little bit more quicker, more agile. They're going to be able to swerve around players a lot more, a lot easier, and they'll have a better endurance. They're going to make less mistakes. Those players are gonna be a lot more productive when they're out there on the ice, a lot more productive there on their shifts. And they don't have to be as careful with the puck. You can If you make a mistake, it's a lot easier to make up for that mistake than if you're, say, one of the other players from one of these other franchises. And finally, Andrei Svechnikov. So Aho is second in points. Svechnikov is third, and Jarvis is fifth. However, so these are some of the players right now that are producing extremely well. So I wanted to highlight them right now. Svechnikov with 27 points. He has 12 goals, so that means he's going to have 15 assists. Overall, fantastic player. These are the players that I want you to look out for in the second period. Now, just like in some of the other games that we looked at this last week, if you go down 0-2, 0-3 in the first period, you bet that the next period that team's going to be out to a crazy quick start. Especially if you're goofing up a power play that's going to have your potential of you getting back in competition at the end. So take that into consideration. We still got 2 more periods of hockey to go. The second period, we're going to be talking a lot more about the game. We're going to be talking a lot more about the league. And we're going to kind of talk a lot more about where I think the Hurricanes are going to end up in this season. We spoke a lot more about the Penguins in the first period. The second period, let's make that a little bit more Hurricanes. We're going to talk a lot. I'm going to still do some casting, but I want to start talking a little bit more lore, and we'll explore a little bit Hurricanes. Maybe we'll talk a little Whalers. All right, everybody, this is Week Haken. We'll be back for the second period. All right. We're gonna get ready for the second period of the Penguins at the Carolina Hurricanes. Pitts Penguins are currently up 2-0 in this hockey game. They went up 2-0 within the first 5 minutes. So if you are the Hurricanes right now, you must have had to have some conversations in that locker room, tighten up that defense, make sure that when you're on the power play that you're getting those shots off. Unfortunately, if you are a Hurricanes fan, you would have noticed that a few of those shots got fanned on. They didn't really get a good rip, a good piece of timber, a good toothpick on that puck. Actually, it was more like a toothpick on that puck than some timber. They need to get a good old rip of timber on that puck, I tell you. And when they take a good old whack with that timber, ooh, they gonna have all that timber and that timber, I tell you, timber. But now, the biggest thing, though, I think that's what the Hurricanes are really going to try to work on. And the Penguins, it's their biggest problem that's been biting them in the butt since they won the cup. It's maintaining a lead. It's learning how to play a hockey game without using up all of your energy, but using up enough energy to win the hockey game and not put your team or yourself into a stressful situation where you're blowing the lead. And just like that, we are back with the hockey game. Let's get back on with everything else. Here we go. Penguins wrapping around right at the beginning, and the Penguins off to a fantastic start. Hurricanes, Hurricanes, Hurricanes. I know I said to everybody that we would be talking more Hurricanes at the start of this period. That is exactly what we are getting ready to do. So the Hurricanes, like I said, they are a team that's extremely competitive. They're a team that how do you say it? They have really their coaching is excellent, and it comes from a place of like where the guy like actually like legitimately cares. The coach of the Carolina Hurricanes, he won a Stanley Cup with them, and so he really cares about the team. The franchise means a lot to him. It's not just a job. And the other thing about the coach is Hurricanes with a shot right in front. Nedeljkovic whacking the glove, barely gets the puck to go away. Another centering feed, but too hot to handle as the puck goes all the way back down into the Hurricane zone. Hurricanes, though, struggle to get the puck away. Neutral zone. Penguins set. Stretch pass. 2-on-1. Can't send Malkin. He's in heavy cover. Penguins still have the puck. Bart Bunting drops it to Pedersen. He's going to wait. Sends it across the ice. Booming shot. Puck goes around. Can't go anywhere, especially not to that goal. 55, Noel Akari. The big old boomer of a shot. Chatfield, though, he's going to poke it along as the teams are going to change. And Orlov sitting back there. Neutral zone. Can the Penguins are going to get it on in? Come on, Penguins, what you going to do? Or the Hurricanes going to actually finally whip up a storm? Are they going to actually show up? Are they actually going to do anything? Let's get these stats ready to go. So let's talk about the. Ooh, we got too excited there, everybody. All right, you back. So regarding tonight's game, 6 shots by the Penguins, 2 goals on 6 shots is kind of disgusting. That's a ridiculous goal percentage. 2 goals on 6 shots. Okay, okay then. And then the Hurricanes 10 shots, no goals, and maybe another shot right there by the Hurricanes. They got possession in the Penguin zone. Another whiff. And that's what I was saying. At the end of the first, the Hurricanes have to be talking to their players about actually connecting with the puck. They're failing to connect with the puck, and sometimes when they are connecting with the puck, they're biffing it. It's a whiff or a biff. Either or, they're not really getting a good enough whack on it. We got some icing. What do they say? Wrapping it around? Are they going to say some interference there? Oh no, they're showing Stahl with the just sitting in front of the net. Chuck Key, yo, you from Canada? I am not from Canada. We here in the States. We like hockey in the States. Some may even love hockey. Some may even be caking about hockey, and that's me, because I'm we caking. I'm having a good time. We talk hockey, we watch hockey, we do a lot of watch parties here tonight. For the most part, we're talking about the Penguins Hurricanes game. As you can see, are you a college student? Am I in school? I'm just a guy that likes hockey, my man. Are you a hockey fan? Which team do you like? Tell me, are you a college hockey fan? What type of hockey fan vibes does this guy give off? I almost want to say a Canadians fan or a Leafs fan. Are you a Maple Leafs fan? Oh, let's go! Was that Jarvie? Was that Jarvie? Was that Jarvie? So the Hurricanes just come out of nowhere and just absolutely destroy one. It was Jarvie. Everybody take a beautiful, beautiful look at this. Seth Jarvis. NHL 24 Ice Green Rare. This is the base hollow rare and the latest NHL Ice hockey set. Beautiful green hollow on this sucker. 10th goal this season for him on the 11th shot of the game. The Carolina Hurricanes finally score. I was reading the chat. I was reading something completely else. Oh man, I don't watch college hockey. I get nervous. Bite your nails. Ouch! That sounds very, very painful. What if you wore some hockey gloves? You ever tried wearing hockey gloves during games? Oh, look at that. Wow, he's just a beautiful card. Wow, what a goal from the Jarvie. And right there, the Hurricanes are back in this hockey game. It's a 1 goal hockey game. A biting, chewing habit. Mm, I'm not sure. I wouldn't say habit, but I would definitely say maybe like a wiggling habit. Like I want to say moving a lot of the times. Like I move my legs a lot. Mm. But I don't know. It's hard for me to sit still. Sit still. I'm always moving, and sometimes when I move too fast, I exhaust myself, and then I run out of energy a little bit too quickly for certain things. But it's okay. That doesn't mean I won't regain my energy, regain my hype, my excitement. Let's get back to these stats. Oh man, I can't tell. No, the hockey game is going. Sometimes when the camera angle changes views, you think they're doing a replay, and oh, right in front, can the Penguins take it away? No, the Hurricanes, they're going to send it on. We got some neutral zone. We got some speed. He still has it. Oh, the Penguins time up, take it away, shovel it up. We got a burst of speed from Evgeny Malkin. He's got the puck. He's going to drop it. Letang to the front. That puck's just going to rattle around the boards. The Penguins try to keep it in the Hurricane zone. No can do. Hurricanes slowly getting into the Penguins zone. Mark with the big old hit on Pedersen. But Malkin's going to take the puck and send it back into neutral zone ice, where Chatfield sends it back on in. That's going to be a little exhausting when that kind of happens. You consistently lose the puck and you can't get the change. The other team gets the change in as you're able to hold the puck in. Right now, Hurricanes have the momentum. Puck to the front of the net, and Nedeljkovic is going to hold on to that puck. Yo, Chucky. Well, you gotta feel welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you coming on into the chat, coming into the stream. Would really appreciate it if you come back, stay here, be a part of the gang, be a part of the squad. There's always the subscribe, there's always the follow button. If you think the cap is looking tight, if you think the jersey is got the absolute swag, if you're enjoying the commentary, if you're enjoying the chat, you know it's worth it. You know what? The game rages on. Jan in the chat, do you have a favorite for this game? You know, funny you ask, because I actually, oh, here we go, skate on in Penguins. Are they going to have an opportunity? No, it's going to get poked away. Honestly, I was gonna make up. Oh, a penguin's falling right in front of the net. Are they gonna get a shot off? Nope. I was gonna try to make up a really funny, elaborate story about how I got this jersey at like a Goodwill like 10 minutes before the game, but I actually told the story of how I actually got the jersey, so I can't make up something funny. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be a pretty obvious thing there, Jan. It's gonna be the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's gonna be Weekaken's favorite. His go-to. The team he's cheering for, the team he's rooting more for. But it's been 7 minutes into this hockey game, and we've barely gone into these stats. Hits, 13 hits right now by the Penguins, 10 by the Hurricanes. So the Penguins, I feel like a lot of those hits are from this period. Maybe not. Oh, right in front of the net. The Penguins, though, can't get the puck out. It's going to go out. Not the way they wanted it to go out. It's going to go into the netting. So 13 to 10 hits. Penguins are getting a little aggressive. They are trying to get the puck back, regain possession, regain the momentum. Right now, it's been all Hurricanes for at least the last 5 minutes, especially since the goal and a little bit before then. And then face-off win percentage right now, 44% by the Penguins, meaning it's 56% by the Hurricanes. Pretty normal for the face-off percentage to be about maybe 5% in the favor of the other team, but it's just always such a close percentage. Always such a close percentage. Power play goals, none yet, none yet, none yet. Block shots, 10 by the Penguins, 3 by the Hurricanes. Penguins players diving in front of that, diving in front of that, diving in front of that puck to make sure that the Penguins don't get scored on. They're doing everything they can to make sure that the Penguins maintain that lead. As of, unfortunately, if you are a Penguins fan, they are starting to lose that lead. But if you are a Hurricanes fan, finally that 11th shot finally breaks the ice, gets you on the board. Seth Jarvis, as we looked at the Green Rare Ice hockey card tonight. Ice actually low key is my favorite. I think the ice set is beautiful. I am all about that ice set. But those mainly are the stats. Now, with the Hurricanes, though, we're gonna take a little bit of a deeper dive, a little bit of a more in-depth look at their division. So the Hurricanes and the Penguins are actually in the same division, the Metropolitan Division. Hurricanes 23, 14, and 2. Penguins 17, 17, and 6. So Penguins are more of a team that's just kind of evening out. They're not too consistent, or they're not too good, they're not too bad. They're just kind of the middle of the road. But points wise, they're kind of sitting at the low bubble. They're really going to have to step on the gas if they want and hit a really good line of consistencies. Now, let's look at the Hurricanes schedule coming on up, because that's really important when you're considering how a team is going to be able to maintain their dominance or overall just maintain the flow of the season. All right, team Hurricanes schedule. So this week they play Penguins right now. Then they have the Tampa Bay Lightning on Tuesday. That's a contender for sure. So that's going to be a rough game. Then you play against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who have an all-star offense. That's a contender for sure. And then you play against the Vancouver Canucks, a team who apparently is having some turmoil, some internal arguments apparently between some of their superstars on their first line. We'll see what goes on with that. That's weird. Whatever. Oh man, my band-aid ain't sticking down. Penguins battling. Hurricanes battling in the Penguin zone. Penguins can't get to the puck. Hurricanes get it loose. Chatfield sends it around. Martinook does not get the puck, but he does trip up the Penguins player, trips up Joseph. I think the Penguins are actually going to go on a power play. So the Hurricanes have a very tough week. Very tough week. Every team's a contender. Every team I just listed as a contender. Then you go to the next week, it's going to get a little easier, starting off with the Anaheim Ducks. You get 2 days of rest before you play the Buffalo Sabres. Day of rest, then you play the Golden Knights, who are absolutely a contender. So two teams who right now, one team who's in a what seems like an endless rebuild, and one team who just seems to just can't get it, who just can't figure it out. Because you can't look at the Buffalo Sabres and say they have a bad team, because they have a lot of great players on their team. They're just not able to get they're just not able to get enough out of their players for whatever the reason is, and that's kind of the curse of Buffalo. They're unable to get enough out of their players. They don't get enough out of their players. Here we go. Penguins power play. They immediately lose the puck, so they're skating it back up from the defensive area. Here they go. They're going to shoot it in, instantly lose the puck. Burns is just going to clear it. And Nedeljkovic slows the puck down. Here is attempt number 3 for the Penguins. 30 seconds of the power play killed off. Crosby. Pass, pass, pass. Here we go. Bart Bunning, what's he going to do? He's going to get tied up. Is he going to lose the puck? He does lose the puck. All the way back down. The Hurricanes defense absolutely stopping the Penguins. They can't do a thing. Kind of embarrassing right now for the Penguins as the Hurricanes show everybody or remind everybody one of the reasons why they're such an amazing contender for the Stanley Cup. Their defense is able to just bother teams as the Penguins have barely able to not only enter the zone, maintain zone, make a pass in the zone. Here they go, skating on it with some fury. Centering pass, Malkin, what's he doing? Skating it in. The shot. Where's the puck at? I think it just went right off into the net. Right off into the net, everybody. Jan or Chucky or Steven, do you have a team that you're rooting for this hockey game? Because we are talking Penguins and Hurricanes. So the week after that, the Hurricanes have a unique schedule. Back to back, Chicago Blackhawks, Dallas Stars. So the worst team in the league versus one of the best contenders in the league. Then you take a day break before you play the Blue Jackets, one of the worst teams in the league. A day break before then you play the Islanders, which is the bubble competitor team in the league. So you have a hard week like this week, then to a not that difficult week, to a hopscotching difficult week. And then to a very easy week at the very end of the month where you play 2 games, Rangers and the Blackhawks again. So another week where you play a hard team and then you get to play an easier team with the Blackhawks. Of course, you're going to say it's an easier team when they are one of the worst team in the league. Of course, you do have to work for every win in the league, but they are a team that has that might be a lot more exploitable for your game. Crosby steals Raquel's shot, blank, point blank, saved by the Hurricanes. Carlson unable to make a pass. He just tries to shoot it right through a defenseman and unable to get anything to go. Penguins power play does expire. They really don't get anything going until about the last 12 seconds. 5-on-5 hockey now. Raquel in the Hurricane zone. Martinook, he's going to try and hold him up. Even if that is Martinook, I couldn't even tell. Nope, that guy's Martinook. Stahl skates it out. 3-on-2 developing. Stahl maintains the puck. Tries to shovel the puck along. Does not get to anybody as the Penguins try to get it away. But the linesman gets in the way of the Penguins' clearing attempt. Hurricanes attempt. They're going to maintain the possession of the puck. Here they go. They maintain it. What are they doing? And it just goes out. Just goes out of bounds. Jan also cheering for the Penguins. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a great idea. Man, I really want to know where my chapstick went. Beanie, do you have chapstick? We got a commercial break. We got a commercial break. So the Hurricanes are a team that they're pretty good in the standings right now. They are able to maintain they're able to maintain a great amount of endurance right now. And I say endurance in regards to being able to compete and score and defend in the way that they do, because their game plan is they can kind of sting you, but they can also defend. They're I don't watch a lot of Hurricanes hockey. I mean, Hurricanes have the potential to just like blow you out for like 4 to 7 goals, but some games they do hunker down a little bit more where they just kind of keep 2 goals and they don't really go further than that. So they're a very unique team when it comes to, do they hold on to the puck? Do they get rid of the puck? Do they shoot more? It's kind of hard to say what they prefer to do in regards to that. But it's funny that in the Metropolitan Division, the Penguins are separated between the Hurricanes by the Blue by the Blue Jackets. You never would have thought that, but the Blue Jackets, of course, their season rallying behind their unfortunately deceased teammate Johnny Gaudreau, who him and his younger brother got mauled by a drunk driver. Just a horrible, horrible, horrible accident. Their season's just completely devoted to him. So they are a team that's kind of stuck in a never-ending rebuild, but this season is just more of a healing season. They're held less accountable, but eh, the better they do, I mean, great. They're happy about it. Like the better they do, fantastic. They're having a good time. They're just trying to win. They're just trying to win hockey games. That's all they're trying to do. So the Penguins are tied with them. So the Penguins can definitely go right behind the Hurricanes. The Penguins can definitely try and catch up with them. Now looking at the wild card, the Penguins are a little bit further behind in the wild card. It looks like they got the Lightning, the Senators, and the Blue Jackets all ahead of them. Oh, hi, you. You look very happy. Got the girlfriend just walking on by, giving you happy smiles. She's in a good mood. When she's in a good mood, I'm in a good mood.
I like visiting your stream like a giant peeking through the clouds into a little village and then close.
It is a little village because I got all my cards, my little pennants up. I still got to work on more of my decorations for my stream, but it will get there. We'll get there. Now the Hurricanes is a team though. They're and the reason why I've been another Biff and Front. What have I been seeing? Every time they get an opportunity to take an amazing shots, they just completely biff the puck and just miss it. They had a point blank shot right in front of the net, right in the slot, and the guy just completely just biffs it. How ouch. What happened to Kevin Hayes? Took a shot right to the wrist. Ouch. That's ow. Ouch. Now, I mean, it's pretty much just getting punched right in the hand, really, really hard by a blunt object. Owie, owie. I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking about my backdrop and how cool it was gonna be. I wasn't out considering what I was thinking about. Oh, the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes. The reason why I've taken that lens and why I've had that like positioning on just overall the way that the Hurricanes have played. Oh, and a ripper shot. Finally, we get a absolute gamer of a shot, but Nedeljkovic makes the save on Dmitry Orlov. Absolute ripper of a shot. The Hurricanes have been making it. They're a team that's held to an extremely high standard. They've made it to the conference finals two times in the last 6 or so years, I want to say. They make it to at least the second round, it feels like every single season, but they just can't make it into the Stanley Cup finals. They just can't. They got absolutely mauled by the Panthers the other season. They got swept. They they get so close. They're so used to getting to the conference. Oh, we almost have a breakaway. Brian Rust, no call. No calls. It looks like we don't know if his stick was lifted, if his hand was slashed, but we got a ripper by Chatfield. Scores! Or was that Jarvie? I thought that was Chatfield. An absolute ripper. An absolute turn of events. Brian Russ thought he was going to get a call. He gets all the way to the front of the net, stops, doesn't take the shot, maybe takes a little bit of a kind of a pecker, a flopper. Yeah, he thought he was going to get a call. He's like, oh, that was an easy slash. No, looks around, tips it. The puck goes the other way around. They skate all the way down. Aho skates it. Absolute spinorama. No look behind the hand pass. Right to Chatfield. Right in the slot. Looks up once. Rips it. Scores. Tie hockey game. And just like that, uh, you can see the toothless grin of Chatfield, who's been a stunning player this game. I'm going to look him up on fantasy hockey right now, Chatfield. That's insane. And like, what did I say, everybody, at the beginning of the game when I was talking more about the Penguins? They had to maintain a lead. Their biggest problem is maintaining leads, figuring out how to hold a lead. Well, two goal lead blown just like that. They've had a couple of opportunities. Their power play was abysmal, and now they're looking at the game's tied. It's anybody's hockey game right now. The Hurricanes, whatever happened in that locker room after the first period, after that in that first intermission, something happened. There's a new spark in the team, and now we got a brand new hockey game. Fake shot by the Hurricanes. Absolutely shocker of a hockey game. Jalen Chatfield. Very inconsistent hockey player. Not good at all for fantasy. Scratch that, everybody. The Penguins are trying to battle. They're very upset. But like I've been saying, the Hurricanes, they've been getting very, very close. And the problems with the Hurricanes is that they've a lot of their good contracts or entry level contracts or bargain contracts have expired in a lot of players. And now that that's happened with a lot of players, they have to pay them big boy contracts. And those big boy contracts are expensive. And those expensive contracts ultimately make it more difficult for them to keep the team together. So they've been able to get some players, patching some players here or there. But there's a lot of players that they're not able to hold on to because they have to pay other players. Some other players' contracts come due. Other players work better with some of their other players. See, and that's another curse about having good players on your team is that good players can sometimes just make other players look better, and then you have to pay them more when it's time to pay them their contract. You're like, well, now I gotta get rid of this player. So that's the thing about sports is sometimes there's this never-ending rotation of players, of people, of talent. You just gotta keep trying stuff. You just gotta keep working. There's always a new back for that jersey to go on. A new home for a jersey. Looks like they're gonna be taking a little commercial break. We got 4:43 left to go in the second period of this hockey game. So the Hurricanes, they have so much to prove. They're kind of running out of time though. They got maybe like 3, 4 seasons. I mean, the thing is that Rod Brindamore, being a guy, a gentleman, a player, a coach, a guy that has a lot of value to the organization, like I was talking about earlier. Parting with him, it's so it's so difficult to make a team. So the easiest thing when you're changing a team is to fire the coach. If you get a different coach, you try to get a different voice in the locker room. That way, you're not moving your players. You may have worked really hard to get all these good players together, and it's a lot easier to say, "Oh, hey, we're gonna get a different coach, right? We're gonna get a different coach. We're gonna try that out. We're gonna see if we can just get a different coach to see if he's able to manifest the talent that's on this hockey team and get this talent to work and do something productive, right?" That's what they try. But if that doesn't work, or sometimes they might just look at the player. Sometimes the player might be the easier thing. Sometimes, like in this situation, obviously, you don't want to get rid of the coach. He's got so much value to the team, not just because of how much he's gotten as far as production value out of the team, as far as how far he's gotten them in the playoffs, but like we talked about, his overall emotional value to the team and just overall as a gentleman, just the overall way he carries himself. He still maintains and conditions himself like a hockey player. He's still ripped like a hockey player. He hasn't given that up. So it's he still trains like a hockey player. All right, our game's about to resume. We got Coach Mike Sullivan yelling at the ref. So the Hurricanes, they got a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Penguins have gotten a few shots off. 19 shots to 9 shots. The Carolina Hurricanes, double the amount of shots of the Penguins. So they've really taken over the hockey game. It took them 11 shots to get their first goal, so it took them 8 more shots to get their second goal. Penguins got goals on their first 5 shots, but the Penguins, of course, have barely gotten 10 shots. They've barely got 4 shots, it feels like, this period. They really haven't done anything. It's been all Hurricanes hockey. The Penguins got punched in the nose, and they don't know how to get back in this hockey game. Here we go. What do we got going on? Neutral zone battles, neutral zone wars. Well, holding a league. Holding a lead is so important in the league. Eh, Just making sure that you're able to not give up, like not have a breakdown. Making sure that your defense is sound because it's actually a big challenge for your defense to obviously do their job. Oh, right there, another goal. It's Jarvie. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. I'll give you a tree. I'll give you a tree. I'll give you a tree. The Penguins breakdown continues to go. You saw Jarvis, green rare. But now I'm going to show you something a little bit more unique. Seth Jarvis, metal. Look at the spaceships. That was an out of this world. Svechnikov, backhand, cheese, upper platter, right there, right down Main Street. Just skates right down there. No one's in his way. Seth Jarvis. Look at that beautiful spaceships in this futuristic medals card. Carolina Hurricanes. Seth Jarvis, number 24. Embarrassing the Penguins. 3 goals in a row jamming him down the Penguins' throat. 39 points last season. Beautiful. Absolutely stud. Beautiful hockey player. What does everybody think about this hockey card in the chat? I want to see in the chat. What do you think about this hockey card? Do you like the spaceships? Look at that beauty. That, my friends, is a beauty. Can't believe that. Can't believe that right now. Absolutely just shoved 3 goals right down the Penguins' throats. Right down the Penguins' throats. So quickly. So quickly. The Penguins don't know what to do right now. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm like, wow, what do you do? You get off to an unbelievable start, 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. Look at that absolute glimmer. I think this is just the hottest foil. We got a penalty? Oh, Rod Brindamore is just screaming his butt off. Hurricanes fans behind the bench look pissed the F off too. What? They get the puck, they get it behind, they go out to pass it. Oh, they're calling interference? What? They're calling interference. Yeah, that's a weird penalty, but whatever. Penguins power play. They're gonna give up a shorthanded opportunity, and they almost did. Penguins attempting to get the puck down the ice. Bart Bunting, Brian Rust. What are they gonna do together as a pair? Crosby, can you get the puck? No, he can't. Hurricanes going to clear it. The Penguins have to do something on this power play. They've gotten punched in the nose and they look like they're just kind of dead in the water. They look like they have no heartbeat right now. Penguins can't screw it up. Ricardo Cal. 2 Penguins flop of the ice. They both bite the dust. Look like a bunch of doorknobs right now. Bunch of amateurs. Penguins. And another Penguins player. Brian Rust forgets an eye. Oh, and a shot by the Hurricanes, and it's going to go right off to Delkovich. Hurricanes have possession. Penguins have done nothing with their power play. It's been a minute of it. And now Jarvis. What's going on? 4 Penguins players have fallen to the ice during their power play. Absolute mockery. And a slap shot. Nedeljkovic has to make another save. Crosby slowing the game down. Skating the puck in. Has the puck looking, setting it in. O'Connor. They might call it offsides. Penguins players, Penguins coaches, stunned. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to think. 1 minute 48 left to go in the period. Too many men on the ice? Crosby. Oh, I thought Crosby was going to get off the ice and he didn't. So, looks like a science fiction card. Well, thank you. I really like those ice cards. They're one of my favorites. Let's say hi to everybody on X. Everybody, we're going on social media. Oops. The face-off is done. The Penguins maintain it. They're going to try and get out of the zone. But back to the Hurricanes. We're going to be done with casting for the rest of this period until something crazy happens. Or if a goal happens, I'll talk about it. Penguins get a shot. Anyways, the Hurricanes have just been so close to being able to do something, and they just haven't. Especially last season, just getting swept like in the fashion that they did. They got swept in the conference final. But I mean, the team eventually, the Panthers eventually won the Stanley Cup, but they got swept. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. So it was good to see the Florida Panthers win, but at the same time, if you're a Hurricanes fan, from not getting into the playoffs for so long to finally being a playoff contender, and you've been a playoff contender for so many years now, that it's a heartbreaker that you're not where you'd like to be. You're not as competitive as where you'd like to be. You're not able to finish. You're not able to get to the Stanley Cup. There's a lot of competitive teams, and unfortunately, the Carolina Hurricanes are just a team that kind of falls short every time. And we'll see what happens with their team. They're they're a very talented team, as we can see in this hockey game. They came down from 3-0. They've completely negated two Penguins power plays. And here we go. The second period is all over. We're going to be going into the third and final period, possibly of this hockey. Well, final period for sure of the hockey game. Maybe some overtime. Everybody, we are going to be going to our second intermission, and then we will come back for the third period. Thanks for stopping by. Please come back. Please stay here. Be ready. Take a bathroom break. Go get some snacks. Be ready for that third period. Scroll on your phone for a little bit. We'll be here. We'll be ready. We'll be kiting for the third period. Oh, the game is back. The game is back. The game is back. We taking is back. The microphone is clipped, and I'm here, and I'm locked for the third period of this hockey game. Hurricanes have it in the Penguin zone right now. Slapper by Aho. That's going to rattle wide. Penguins going to maintain possession of it now, but they're just going to lift it into the Carolina zone. But Aho's going to take the puck. Does he get it into the zone? He does smoothly. Look at him glide. He slips it on a shot. Held by Ned Delkovich. Hey, are you in Nedeljkovic? Hey, Nedeljkovic. Why are you such a Nedeljkovic? I don't know, man. I was gonna post something here with the stream on social media before, but I didn't. What should we say? Of the Pittsburgh Penguins continue to show the NHL that their biggest fault and ongoing issue is maintaining a lead. That's a post on my official X account that was made with you here. So feel a part of it. Yeah, feel cool. Yeah, social media. 10 shots in 3 periods so far. 10 shots by the Penguins. I mean, 2 goals on 5. I said that last year too. 2 goals on 5 shots is insane. But 10 shots in 2 periods is embarrassing. 5 shots a period. The Hurricanes have 24 shots, 3 goals. Figure it out, Penguins. Figure it out. We got an offsides call. Ultimately, the Penguins did trade Jake Gensel, Crosby's right-hand man. He was for like 6 years. To the Hurricanes at the trade deadline last season in an attempt to see if they could find another piece or figure out a way to get some value for a player that they would not be able to re-sign because he would be asking for a lot of money because Crosby makes him a fantastic hockey player or a lot more of a talented hockey player than he may be by himself. Crosby skates in. Can he get into a player? He does. They get the shot. No, it's going to bounce off a Carolina defender. Raquel shoots it along. Carlson smacks it right back. Here we go. Raquel centers it. No, no shot. There we go. Shot, score. Come on, microphone. Score. No, but goes blank after I hold it for a little while. It's who scored? Who scored? Who scored? Who scored? It was Carlson. All right, we got a tie hockey game early in the third period. I'm hyped for that. Who was it? Who was it? Eric Carlson. They say Raquel to Crosby. Crosby skates it on in. Carlson, Posey, pass it back. Raquel shovels it to who is the 24 again? 24 guy. Gruden? We're figuring this out. Oh, we're figuring this out, everybody. I know I'm wearing the Penguins jersey. Grizzly. I keep forgetting it because he's new on the team this season. He was like a long time forever Boston Bruin. And every time I see his name, I just see that Z and the Y. I'm like, who the F is this guy? All right, Grizzly. Carlson's fourth goal of the season. All right, Penguins getting back in the hockey game, getting a shot on net again. They're going to be swarming. And momentum is a crazy thing in the hockey realm. Who's going to be able to maintain it? Are the Hurricanes going to storm back? Or the Penguins going to continue to slide to victory? Are they going to take the lead? Who's going to take the lead? It's anybody's hockey game right now. The game is reset. Is that a penalty? Joseph Trip Orlov? Yep. I mean, it was so smooth, I couldn't tell if it was a legitimate trip. Kakaniemi, slashes at Orlov. I don't think he touches him. Does he? I don't know. Maybe I'm blind. Maybe I'm blind. I'm not a hockey ref. Here we go. Face off. Hurricanes win it. Are they going to regain the lead? Nakis thinking about it. Slapper! Save Nedeljkovic. Hurricanes unable to get another pass off. Penguins lifted out. An amazing hard shot. Right away, the Hurricanes are able to make a few passes and get a terrifying, terrifying shot opportunity early in the power play. They've already made a second zone entrance. Here they go. That's Svechnikov crushed right behind the boards by, it looks like Letang. Bang, bang, Chris Letang. Hey, Hurricanes maintain the puck. Who we got? Penguins rip it out. Are they going to maintain it? Nope. Yes, they do. Penguins just shoot it right out. A minute and 10 seconds left to go on the power play. 12 shots by the Penguins. Hurricanes in front, a little back and forth, but the Hurricanes are unable to actually get somebody to shoot the puck on the other side. A good save by Nedeljkovic. Hurricanes skating on in. Roslovic waiting back. Burns with a shot from the point. Nedeljkovic looking for it. He has it in the glove, and he holds on to the puck. And me, in my excitement, smack the puck, smack the camera around. Let's look at Andrei Svechnikov, Depth of Winter from the NHL Ice Set. This is one of my favorite. A lot of people don't like these triangle cards or the icicle cards from the Ice Set. I like the gimmicky card. I know it's a complete money saver on cardboard for them, but I think the change in pace as far of the car is like it being an icicle. I like the aesthetic more than just always just being a regular card. It's unique, it's different. I like it. Here's the back. Back to the game, the Hurricanes. Looks like they had to regain the puck. The Penguins must have shot that puck out of there. Hurricanes just shoot it and dump it on in. Penguins guy gets a hell of a slew foot. That's not called it as the Penguins explode out with speed. All that right through Main Street, right down, slipping downtown, shoots and ladders up and down. We're not going to make a country reference about any partners and swinging. Here we go. We got Penguins with the puck, maintaining zone entries, holding puck, passes, mouse, no shot, no shot. He can't get it off. And I don't think there was any sort of penalty call on that. He got completely upended. I'm still holding off this Andrei Svechnikov. I'm way too locked into this hockey game. I don't know what happened there, everybody. It looked like the Penguins player got completely tripped from behind and that there was going to be a call, and there wasn't. And then the Penguins got a rush opportunity, didn't do anything with it. And here we are. Penguins have the puck in their zone. Letang doesn't know how to hold a pass, loses the puck, gets Dougied right through his skates. Now Grizzlick has to take the puck and send it on in. Malkin, is he going to get it? Nope. Penguins, though, somehow maintain the puck in the zone. Crosby, he gets crunched. Nope. All the Penguins fighting hard for it again. The Penguins they just kind of, if they don't have the puck within like the first 15 seconds of them being on like for their shift, it feels like they just lose interest in trying to get the puck. Oh, the Penguins get a beautiful opportunity. An amazing stat. I'm over here trying to look at some stats, trying to make a little bit more excitement. the Penguins finally get an amazing opportunity. The goalie's out of the zone. He's out of the way. But and the Penguins another 2-on-1. Is he not going to get a shot? No, Hayes, of course not. He can't figure out where the puck is. It's between his skates. The Penguins had this opportunity to get the shot off. The goalie's completely out of the zone, out of the net, and the next Penguins player, but he gets completely boxed out and shoved out of the way by the Carolina defender, unable to make and get a shot as the puck's right in the middle of the net, right, just sitting right in the middle of the blue paint. Wow, what an opportunity. What a beautiful defensive play by the Carolina Hurricanes, keeping it a 3-3 hockey game. Still, only 15 shots by the Penguins. They're getting a little bit more for the Hurricanes at 26 shots. They haven't really been able to get too much offensive attack power. And we got an icing. Dude, I swear I have this little snack over here in the corner that I've been looking for. I've just been thinking about this snack. I don't remember where I put it. Kind of bummed. Kind of bummed. Yeah, I just started thinking about a snack right in the middle of it. I'm getting ready for supper. I haven't had supper. I've been talking hockey. Here we go. Penguins. Possession. Carlson, one of the goal scorers, the guy that evened up the game tonight, dumps the puck on in. However, the Hurricanes, with ease, take the puck, dump it the other way, almost create an offensive zone attack. Seth Jarvis, an absolute monster in this hockey game tonight. I believe 2 goals tonight. On top of that, his speed, his forecheck, really making it difficult for the Penguins to play the style of hockey that they're playing right now, which is definitely a lack of urgency. Oh, it's right in front of what the Penguins doing. They're playing so slow. They're all staring at each other like, who do I pass it to? Who do I pass it to? When the puck's literally right in front of the net. Actually sitting right in front of their net. Penguins skating it out. They're going to create a 2-on-3, 2-on-2, right in the zone. Shot, slot. Held on by the Carolina Hurricanes goalie, which I still right now don't know who that is. So let's tap on the game, look at the box score, and look at the saves. Dylan Toscari, Dustin Totarski, Tokarski, Tokarski, Dustin Tokarski. That's where we at, everybody. Mr. Totarski. It's been a pretty exciting game. I mean, it's been a decent back and forth. I mean, the Penguins, when they get down, when they lose possession of the puck, it really just feels like they kind of fold. It really feels like they lose a lot of their momentum, and that's a really crummy thing to see. I don't like seeing that. So in this hockey game right now, Penguins, they got to find a different gear. They got to tune up. They got to really skate hard to the puck. They got to try to maintain the puck. And when they get these crazy opportunities, they gotta just ultimately just be the stronger team. And if you're the Hurricanes, you just do what what you're doing. I mean, you're getting crazy opportunities. You're exposing the Penguins' defense. You're showing all their holes in their defense. You're a faster team. You have a quicker release. You have a more deadly shot. You're just not aged. The Penguins, unfortunately, are aged. The Penguins are still talented and aged, though. That's why I'm not saying that it's just a complete walk in the park. There are some teams that when their players age, they're just very easy to walk around, skate around. They just don't have anymore. It's pretty obvious. Well, I've never heard of this Tokarski guy. That's in the Penguin zone. So the shot's gonna bounce off. Bunting tries to get it out. I think he did Bunting. I swear Bunting played for the Hurricanes. I'm pretty sure he did. Played for Coyotes, the Leafs. I think he started as a Coyote. Yeah, I'm sure he started as a Coyote. There's so many good players that started as a Coyote that went on to other teams because the team was awful. Like I don't want to be on this team. I want potential. I want to play. Well, you're gonna play on this team for sure. This might not win a lot of games. I was gonna say win many games, but then I said a lot of games. That that's a little misleading. All right, back to the hockey game. Let's talk more about it. What does McKagan see as far as these two teams in the playoffs? Do they make the playoffs? I don't see the Penguins making the playoffs. I believe the Hurricanes will definitely make the playoffs. Hurricanes are a great team. I feel like the Hurricanes will make a trade before the trade deadline. They're going to try to go for better synergy before. They're going to plan ahead rather than scrambling to try to get some guy and overpaying for someone who's just going to be a rental. I don't think they do that. Penguins, on the other hand, I think that they're going to try to do the same thing. They're either going to try to get somebody early or just play it out with their team. I mean, is it? I mean, the Penguins went out and got Eric Carlson. The Penguins are in a mini Maple Leaf situation where they just have so many players on their team that are getting paid such a high salary that they're just kind of stung and stuck. Like the cap, salary cap, I don't know, man. Sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's just like it's annoying. I would I would appreciate some addendums to the salary cap so the salary cap could exist, but at the same time allowing some different opportunities for possible discounts and less exploitation for younger players. I think you should still be able to pay veterans or pay that second contract to the aging player so you can kind of keep them on your team or let them kind of have that retiring contract. It's like, hey, you're 29, you're going to want a 6 year, 7 year contract so you can retire. You're probably only worth a 3 year contract, but we'll give you the 7 year contract. You can retire on the team, but if we send you down to the fourth line, you can't complain. Something like that. Something like that. So there's just a lot with the salary cap. There's just a lot. It's just so hard to build a good team. And then there's just a lot of players that get pumped and dumped, and sometimes they get stuck. Like right now, the Penguins are stuck. They got older players that are veterans that have won cups, but aren't fast enough to win the new cups by themselves. They need other players to fill in the holes. And unfortunately, if you want me to really get into it, so dang expansion drafts really hurt a lot of teams. Penguins that completely dismantled them. Back to the hockey game. Let's hang. Defending behind the net beats his guy down. The Penguins go for a clear. Think it's gonna go out of the arena. Penguins gonna change. Players gonna change. Players skating around. Who knows? 3-3 hockey game. 7:22 left to go. We got a intermission. We got a commercial. It's a very possible hockey game. Both teams have so much potential to actually come home and like win. Where's my ESPN stats, everybody? Here it is. Penguins, Hurricanes, hi. Now, well, listen to this. 18 to 16 hits. The Penguins are in favor of that one. The Penguins, I think, were up by a good almost 10 hits before, so the Hurricanes have definitely came back. The game's got more grindy. Obviously, we got a tie hockey game right now. A tie hockey game. A tied hockey game. A 3-3 hockey game right now. Both teams are competing so hard right now to try to come up on top. Penguins, obviously, after that amazing start, they blow that lead. They completely take their foot off the gas. I couldn't tell you how long I've been complaining about that as a Penguins fan. That's what they're just amazingly talented and gifted at that. They're better than any team, anybody I know. So the game's got a lot more grindy. Face-offs, believe it or not, it's stayed relatively the same, 45 to 55% in favor of the Hurricanes still. Getting down to the block shots, Penguins 18 to 8. Definitely doing everything they can to stay in the hockey game. Definitely after the Hurricanes not only came back to tie the game, but overall ended up taking over the game, the 3-2 lead. Penguins were blocking shots left and right to make sure that that lead didn't get extended. Here we go. We got more hockey. Hurricanes going for a quick and easy pass in front. That's going to get blocked. Penguins can't clear this puck. Hurricanes send it back into the Penguin zone. Penguins, though, change. Now they're going to try their attempted an attack, but they'll dump it on in, which means very often the other team maintains it, which is what happens. The Hurricanes just shoot it back into the Penguin zone. Teams are going to change. All right, let's see what we can do. Minutes tick off the clock. We still got a tight hockey game. We need a winner. All right, puck drop. Where we going? Where we going? Pedersen holding the guy up in the corner. Russ gonna get in there too. 3 Penguins, 3 Hurricanes. Where's that puck going? Can the Hurricanes get it? Scramble. Oh, Penguins. Raquel shuffles it down. Can Russ get it? No. Hurricanes. Gonna hold on to it behind their net. Slap pass. Intercepted by the Penguins. They got it. Crosby. Shot. Blocked off of the skate of a Hurricane. Raquel going to try to get it back to Crosby. He does. Crosby relays it on to Rust. Rust, unable to maintain possession of the puck, does choke it up to the Hurricanes. Hurricanes going to pass the puck around. Going to allow for a change to Bass, and Aho drops the puck. Time continues to tick. Who will score? Are we going to get overtime? Or are we going to get a goal? Maybe 2 goals. Maybe a few goals before the game is over. Because I definitely don't want to shoot off. Here we go. In front, shot. Hayes, he wants another one. That goes off and into the glass. That's going to bounce around. Hayes, unlucky in the right spot again, maintains the puck. He gets checked, loses the puck extremely quickly, doesn't do anything with it. Hurricanes clear it out. Penguins somehow skate, get the puck, and dump it back on in. The Hurricanes with an amazing takeaway over the Penguins. Power over the Penguins, almost get a shot on net and score right in front of them as they completely embarrass the Penguins by stealing the puck away from them. Now it's interesting though when you watch these two offenses because the Penguins are so less calculated than it feels on the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes can also turn some of these plays that don't seem that deadly into super deadly plays. Now, what's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Are we gonna go to overtime, chat? Tell me right now, chat. Are we gonna go to overtime, or are we gonna see somebody score pretty soon? Jan, Chucky, Steven, Milvalance, who's in the chat? Sebastian Aho right here. Novalance is here, but Novalance. And I am here to say, trade Crosby! Trade Crosby is what Novalance says. She doesn't even come up and say what team should win. She just comes out and says and reiterates something that I've been jokingly saying for the past couple years. Anytime Crosby mishandles the puck. Sebastian Aho, what a fantastic player for the Hurricanes. Puts up so many points, leads the team in points, leads the team in goals. Just an amazing, amazing, amazing hockey player. Fantastic that the Hurricanes were able to draft such a franchise player like that. Here we go. Offensive drive for the Penguins. They try to shoot the puck. Well, they do shoot the puck. It just goes super duper 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 wide. And the Hurricanes clear that puck. It goes into the neutral zone. Just kidding. Stahl fights it all the way in the Penguin zone, but Malkin's going to pass on around. Penguins clear it. Neutral zone. Picked up. Hurricanes. Pass. Marduk. Shot. Blocked by the Penguins. Blocked. Penguins dump it on in. I think they're just going to change. Time ticking on down again. Novaland says that Crosby will not win the Stanley Cup as a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins ever again. Oh, puck stolen from Nedeljkovic. However, the Hurricanes unable to connect the pass. Some stunned Penguins don't know what they're doing, but somehow come away with the puck. They're going to see if they can do anything. Chatfield sends it around the boards. That's going to go all the way back into the Penguin zone, and that will be an icing. Overtime. Dan wants overtime. I wouldn't mind overtime. Overtime's fun to watch, but I also think that the Hurricanes players are so much younger and faster that it would not be in the Penguins' favor. We're gonna get a delay of game. All the zebras are getting together. Meanwhile, that's happening. I've been watching this Bruins Islanders game. I think Islanders are up 3-1 or something. It's now 4-4. With 4 minutes to go. So Islanders also had a lead. Oh, here we go. They're saying it's over. 2 minutes delay a game. Chatfield was having such a good game, but now this could possibly go the other way and the other way in a real unfortunate manner. There's not many Hurricanes fans that be posting. Where's the game? Game's going, power play's going, but I'm not paying attention, stream. All right, Crosby behind the net to Rust. Rust thinks he's on the right side. Looking. He's going to wheel it back to the point, thinking he's going to come with a little bit of speed to Crosby. Crosby thinks he's not going to. A little challenge, sends it to Rust, the point, a little catch now. Back to Rust, shot to the front of the net. He doesn't get through anybody. Crosby can't hold the puck in the zone, but it's only going to go to neutral ice. Looks like Grizzlick's going to get a change. Crosby dumps it back. Carlson, he's going to sit in the back of the Penguin zone as they change. Coming in with some speed, drops it for Letang. Here we go, two defensemen. Malkin tries to make a pass. It instantly gets caught up as the Hurricanes try to get the puck to exit the zone, but they are unable to do so. Penguins, poor play, but somehow they keep the puck. Hayes, back to the point. Letang can't maintain it. Gosh, the Penguins they're really good at just giving the puck up to them by themselves and just being their own worst enemy. Is that Jarvis? Just skates past every single Penguins player. It is Jarvis. What an amazing skater that guy is. Skates past every Penguins player and then just leaves the puck in the corner as he gets cross-checked and goes off for a shift. What a beautiful play that was. Killing time off the power play and just showing how dominant he can be. Don't want to see that guy in overtime, that's for sure. Penguins skate into each other a little bit, lose the puck again. Jacob Slavin, he's just going to dump it on in. Less than a minute to go in the hockey game. Power play has expired. Penguins were unable to do anything in that power play. They do get it in the zone of the Hurricanes, but not really getting anything going. Let's see what fans are saying. Huge late power play for the Penguins. Yep, nothing happened from that. We're still in search of a winner. That we are. That we are. Oh, we got the face-off. Crosby in the offensive zone. 37 seconds. Can the Penguins or will the Hurricanes win this hockey game in regulation, chat? Jan wants overtime. Novalance hasn't said a thing yet. Who even knows if Novalance is paying attention? And the puck just is going to roll into the Penguin zone. Can the Penguins get one last attack? Ryan Rust, be a hero. Gets a shot, glove save. But then he's just going to hold on to that puck. He ain't never go nowhere. He ain't never go nowhere. He ain't never go no. Nowhere. It's surprising how quiet hockey's so. My stream died. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear. Here we go. Jan gets her wish. We advance. We adventure. We explore. Overtime, overtime. We got this overtime. So, of course, I want the Penguins to win. But one of the problems with the Penguins and one of the problems with older teams, especially in 3-on-3, is that they wait for the perfect opportunity to get their shot off, but they just won't. So they have to do a lot more to try to get their shot off, I feel like, and they just work way too hard to try to do that. And they just don't get their shot off, and then it's just stressful for everybody. Wow, what a hockey game going into overtime. I mean, the Penguins almost looked like they were absolutely cooked, but they're still in this game. Oh, that's kind of cool. But I like having my little hockey stats up right next to me so that I can try and say fun stuff during the hockey game. Now, chat, do you think the Penguins will make it into the playoffs? Because the way that they're playing, I mean, they're so hot and cold. If they catch heat, and this is the thing, like I don't know who the Penguins could get. Like what teams right now are like legitimately are just dying out. They're teams that were really good, had a lot of potential, were doing really good, and now they're just slowing down a bunch. They aren't producing as well, or they just can't figure out their young talent. Yeah, I think if there's a team that I can think of off the top of my head. Here we go. 3-on-3 OT has begun. Looks like Malkin is starting overtime. For the Hurricanes, they're going to take possession. They're just going to sit behind the net. Now, one of the things that I don't understand is that he waits for the attacking Penguins player waits for the Hurricanes players to get in momentum. I feel like he'd want to attack before they do. They get a shot and they run into the goalie too. Nakis gets a shot, runs into the goalie. Nedeljkovic saves the puck, holds on to it, but does suffer some contact, or does initiate some contact. Here we go. Another draw. Crosby. No Burns. Hurricanes are just going to take it back. The Hurricanes' plan is obviously they want to tire out the Penguins. They know that they have more speed. They know the Penguins won't be able to catch them on the burst. Nakis, he's just going to stop, though. That's really weird. He started generating that momentum, and then they were just like, I don't like this. Now they're out of the way, they're back on their zone. But maybe it's just not a good strategy either. Because, I mean, you know that Crosby's probably already tired. He's been on the ice for 40 seconds. He hasn't exploded yet, so he still has his reservoir, but he's definitely dwindling on the energy reserves. And Nakis just dancing around. Is that Raquel out there? Absolutely just making a mockery of him. Hurricanes passing still. Held on to the puck for feels like a solid minute. Aho, little out of his reach, so he can't really gain. Oh, pass, shoot, block, shot, score! Sebastian Aho, the credential card. He skates up. So they kind of create a mini 2-on-1 praying for the rebound. He gets the rebound, rips the puck, and that's the hockey game, everybody. That's all it took. You could kind of see that one happening. Frustrating stinger of a hockey game to go up 2-0 like that. You feel like everything's finally working. Take the foot off the gas, you get punched in the nose. Happens to the Penguins all the time. It is their biggest flaw. Biggest flaw. So Sebastian Aho does a give and go. Oh, he shot. No, it's the shot. No, it's exactly what I said. He takes a shot, huge rebound off Nedeljkovic, goes right in front. Aho just angles the stick so the puck kind of bounces right off of it, goes right in, and then you get the storm surge from the Carolina Hurricanes. Every time they win, they do something for their fans. They just push Aho into the front, and then they all maul him and give him head pats for being a good teammate and a good prospect, an amazing hockey player. And that's it, everybody. The Pittsburgh Penguins fall 4-3 in overtime on the Carolina Hurricanes. They get a point. They get a point. They get something, but they don't get the win. So Penguins again, maintain that lead. Keep the lead. What do you do? What do you do? All right, everybody. So I am going to be going live this week. I should probably be live probably April. Let's see what we got tomorrow for hockey. Let's talk live about my stream tomorrow. Capital Sabres, Canucks, Canadians. I will probably be doing the Capital Sabres game at 6 o'clock tomorrow. I will cast that hockey game. So make sure you're back here. I'll be live. We'll be talking hockey at that time. And then I might not be live until Saturday. That might not be a long time until I'm live again. Saturday, probably won't be able to cast until 3. So I could probably do the Penguins Senators game. Hey, it looks like the Islanders actually ended up winning the hockey game in overtime. Look at that. The Islanders are able to not completely give their entire hockey match away. Unfortunately, for the other side, for the Penguins, they do give their match away. They do ultimately lose. They do ultimately fall. So Monday and Saturday, you can definitely look forward to my stream. I went live today because I was supposed to go live yesterday. Just I had some awkward scheduling, which just left to a stream that just didn't happen. So I went live tonight. Went and talked about the Penguins game or the Hurricanes game, however you want to look at it. All right, everybody. Small recap. First period. Kevin Hayes opens up the scoring, assisted by Drew O'Connor. Not too long after that, about a minute after that, Bart Bunning scores, assisted by Carlson and Rust. Second period, an onslaught by the Hurricanes. Jarvis, assisted by Aho. Chatfield, assisted by Aho and Jarvis. Then Jarvis, assisted by Svechnikov and Stahl. Third period magic. You got Eric Carlson scoring, assisted by Grizzlick and Raquel. Finally, overtime magic. Aho assisted by Orlov and Nakis. Final shots on goal, 30 for the Hurricanes, 19 for the Penguins, 56 face-off win percentage for the Hurricanes. They maintain that 10% dominance over the Penguins, obviously helping them win and maintain that puck possession in that overtime. Penalty minutes 6 apiece. Hits 22 for the Penguins, where the Hurricanes got 17, so they still were able to maintain a competitive edge. Obviously, the Penguins were more brutal. Block shots 22-11, so the Penguins did everything that they could to maintain their presence in this hockey game and not give up. And they did just that, maintained the game, were able to push the game into overtime, where they eventually fell. The onslaught, the consistency, the youth of the Hurricanes just cannot be weathered. Finally, getting to the end of it. Giveaway 7 by the Penguins, 6 by the Hurricanes, so some sloppy play there. Takeaways 11 by the Penguins, 7 by the Hurricanes. A good hockey game as far as opportunities. Exciting hockey game as far as opportunities. You have a younger hockey team that's a very hungry hockey team that's made it very far, that's trying to just show other hockey teams that they're there. They're ready to take their spot. And you have other hockey teams that are starting to slip from glory, from grace, doing everything they can to remind other hockey teams that they're still in this thing. They're still competing. They're still trying. Everybody, I really appreciate you stopping on by the stream tonight. Maybe I got to get some background music. We're going to be working on, of course, the backdrop of the stream a little bit more. We got to get a little bit more conversation. I'll try to get a little bit more. I'll type a little bit more into the chat too. Maybe get a little bit more just chat hype too. That's okay too. I thank everybody for stopping in. This has been Week Taking another hockey watch party. Thank you for tuning in on the new year. This is 2025 Week Taking. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow for the next stream. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Here we go. See ya.